Amidst the worsening effects of COVID-19 pandemic to the economic and labor sector of the country, community pantries or food booths continue to rise from cities to cities, aiding Filipino people enough food supplies to survive this struggle. Inspired by the Maginhawa Community Pantry in Quezon City initiated by Ana Patricia Non that started operations last April 14, numerous pantries offering fresh produce, other food products, and even safety kits also opened not only in Metro Manila but also in several provinces and neighborhoods nationwide. Patricia Non expresses her utmost sincerity to help people in need in this time of crisis through this kind of initiative. However, as this kind of activity attracts many people, an unfortunate event had led a senior citizen to death as he lines up in a community pantry stationed at Barangay Holy Spirit, Quezon City last April 23. The pantry was spearheaded by actress Angel Locsin as a way to celebrate her 36th birthday. Locsin had earlier expressed her condolences in an online statement and that she will accept full responsibility on this matter. Meanwhile, Locsin also stressed that she will prioritize helping the family of the deceased senior citizen for now and hopes that this incident would not affect other community pantries from operating. After Maginhawa Community Pantry comes to temporary halt due to red tagging, National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict spokesperson Lieutenant General Antonio Parlade tagged Ana Patricia Non, organizer of the Maginhawa Community Pantry, as the snake who gave Eve the forbidden apple. According to Parlade, Non's community pantry is similar to Satan, who disguised as a snake and offered the apple to Eve, which is said to be the poor people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Parlade also said that community pantries could be used by communist groups to encourage people in revolting against the government. Parlade then added that they support the community pantries, but it is their job to bear those who take advantage of community pantries to spread political agenda that makes the government look bad. Defeated vice presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos declares on Wednesday that he will still continue his poll protests to prove the true winner of the 2016 elections. This is after the Presidential Electoral Tribunal or PET has released its unanimous decision due to insufficient evidence, affirming the victory of Vice President Leni Robredo last presidential elections. In a statement, Bongbong Marcos claimed PET is a setting very bad precedent in dismissing his electoral protest against Vice President Robredo. To recall, Bongbong Marcos filed an election case against Vice President Robredo on June 30, 2016 after questioning the poll results. Speaking finally on the presence of hundreds of Chinese ships in the disputed territory in the West Philippine Sea or WPS, President Rodrigo Duterte on Monday warned that promoting a war against China would have serious consequences. According to Duterte, the country cannot do anything about China's incursions and admitted that the country cannot reclaim the WPS without any bloodshed. The president, however, underscored that he would send military ships to stake a claim if China dig for oil and mineral resources in the contested area. Meanwhile, presidential spokesperson Harry Roque on Friday denounced the persisting rumors of verbal fishing deal between Duterte and Chinese President Xi Jinping. He assured that Duterte vehemently condemns the unlawful commercial fishing by any country in Philippine waters. In what appears urgent to address the pandemic, the Philippines is set to conduct clinical trials to determine the efficacy of the controversial anti-parasitic drug Ivermectin to be used as potential treatment to COVID-19 patients. The government's decision comes after President Duterte's order to conduct clinical trials and the intense lobbying of the members of the House of Representatives vouching for Ivermectin as COVID-19 drug. Yet, in an ongoing trial, the Food and Drug Administration or FDA on Thursday has already granted 3 hospitals a compassionate special permit on the use of ivermectin in treating COVID-19 patients. The World Health Organization or WHO, however, warned that prescribing ivermectin without statistically significant evidence of its efficacy against COVID-19 is harmful since it would give false confidence to the public. Until next week, this has been Explained Express, delivering you the most pressing issues straight to your fingertips.